Private Barrett's legacy is commemorated with the memorial headstone that NCA provided in 2022. After his fifth granddaughter requested recognition for her ancestral sacrifice. Private Barrett and his fellow patriots enabled colonies to become the United States of America and set the new country on a path to emerge as a global force. After more than a century and a half of growth, our country became embroiled in the Second World War. More than 405,300 American servicemen lost their lives in the war. That bloody conflict rages to 1945, with Victory in Europe Day on May 8th and Victory over Japan Day on August 15th. This year, we commemorate the 80th anniversary of our victory in World War II, and we honor those who won the war. William Caddy was a teenager who was fighting in Alabama with the 5th Marine Division, which was engaged in a brutal combat against entrenched enemy forces. He was just 19 when he willingly sacrificed his own life to save others. On March 3rd, 1945, Private First Class Caddy was in a rifle pit and with his platoon leader and his platoon sergeant repelling grenade attacks. After throwing back several grenades, he saw one laying dead beyond his reach. He jumped on the grenade and absorbed the blast and the deadly fragment so he could save the lives of the men leading his platoon. PLC Caddy was awarded the Medal of Honor after his death, and he rests in honor and glory at the National Memorial Cemetery of Pacific in Hawaii. After a few months, Private Caddy sacrificed Japan's unconditional surrender and ended World War II. But two more wars followed quickly in Asia, requiring service and sacrifice from many more Americans. From 1950 to 1953, the United States lost more than 36,500 servicemen in the Korean War. Within the decade, tensions in Vietnam grew more and more U.S. involvement, and the Vietnam War became our nation's largest at the time. We lost more than 58,000 servicemen in Vietnam, including Candelario Garcia of the Army's 1st Infantry Division. He was killed in Lockheed. With his platoon leader wounded, 24-year-old Sergeant Garcia took charge, leading his men through intense fire to rescue comrades. He eliminated 2 enemy machine gun positions, enabling his unit to advance, but was mortally wounded within the process. Sergeant Candelario Garcia was laid to rest in the Dallas Fort Worth National Cemetery, and he was awarded the Medal of Honor. If you would like to see either of those brave heroes' legacy, you can see it at va.blm/remembrance, Legacy Memorial page. I want to thank the staff here at the Fort Custer National Cemetery for their dedication they display every day of the year, regardless of the weather. These devoted NCA members come to this hallowed ground daily, make sure the veterans are properly honored and memorialized. In all 56 VA national cemeteries, our team provide final honors and dignified final resting places for veterans, and they deserve our gratitude for serving our veterans as well as they do. Fort Custer National Cemetery staff, thank you. The American Revolution, World War II, and Vietnam War covered a span of 2 centuries in which our nation was transferred from a small group of British colonies to an independent global superpower. Yet these significant events are united by a common thread: the willingness of Americans to lay down their lives for American values. From the frozen fields of the Revolution to the extreme heat of the Pacific Islands and the intense jungles of Vietnam, to the relentless urban and mountain warfare of more recent years, our servicemen have answered duty with unwavering resolve. Their sacrifices have preserved our freedom, shaped the course of history, and defined who we are as a nation. As we honor all those who serve, we must especially remember the Gold Star family who carry the weight of loss every day. We owe them recognition for their sacrifices, care, and support during their most difficult times. And not only that, we need to promise to keep alive the legacy of their fallen loved ones. The Department of Veteran Affairs, with its missions to care for veterans and their families, traces its roots back to President Lincoln's second inauguration address, delivered shortly before his assassination. He concluded that historic, unifying speech by saying, with malice towards none, with clarity for all, with firmness in the right, as God gave us to see the right, let us strive on to finish the work we are in, to bind up the nation's wounds, to care for whom shall have borne the battle, and for his white widow and his white orphan, to do which may achieve and cherish a just and lasting peace amongst ourselves and with the nation. On Memorial Day, we look back to mourn those who we have lost. That is right and just, but that is not enough. We must also look forward and honor the sacrifices by living up to the ideals they fought for, defending the liberties they secured, and by ensuring they all are never forgotten. If you want to make a soldier, if you want to think a soldier, be the kind of American worth fighting for. In conclusion, I encourage you to observe the National Moment of Remembrance tomorrow at 3 p.m. Wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, please take a moment to remember all the men and women who died in service to our nation over the past 250 years. Thank you for coming here to the Fort Custer National Cemetery to honor our fallen heroes, and thank you for supporting veterans and their families. May God bless you, our service members, our veterans, and the United States of America. Thank you.
Thank you, Rodney. Again, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for joining us today at this Memorial Day observance to pay tribute to those brave men and women who have paid the ultimate sacrifice in defense of our nation. Today, as you entered the cemetery and drove down the Avenue of Flags, you couldn't help but notice the pride and respect garnered by this national treasure and the sacrifice and gratitude displayed by each flag donated by the family in honor of a fallen hero. We are so honored to fly the flag of your fallen hero. This cemetery is always appreciative and consider it an honor to accept the flag donated in honor of your loved one. There is no more fitting place to reflect upon the service and sacrifice of American veterans and service members than a national cemetery. Every gravesite is a reminder that freedom is not free. And yesterday, hundreds of volunteers placed nearly 35,000 flags on their graves as a symbol of love and remembrance. Thank you all for remembering. We take this time today to thank the families who have loved ones buried here, as well as other cemeteries. Thank you for your service, and rest assured, we will never forget. We will always remember and ask our entire nation to do the same on Memorial Day. Memorial Day is especially hard for our Gold Star families, who truly understand what it means to have paid the ultimate sacrifice, serving their country. Of course, every single day is Memorial Day for our Gold Star families. Before I acknowledge some of our dignitaries, let me thank the Fort Custer Flag Crew, as well as the Maintenance Ground Crew, for maintaining this national treasure for our fallen comrades and their families. It is always a big thank you to our all-volunteer honor guard, who ensure our military family members rendered military honors upon their demise. Now I'd just like to take a moment and acknowledge some of our distinguished guests. Dr. Richard Hanson, retired Master Sergeant of the United States Air Force and a Gold Star father, and our keynote speaker. We'll learn more about Rich later. I know many of our Gold Star families are here, but I do not want to miss any one of them. So if you're a Gold Star family, please raise your hand or stand. And I know we have a few of them here in our. Go ahead and stand up. Ladies and gentlemen, this is why we have Memorial Day. They would just soon we not have one. I think a few years ago, the Honorable Heather Wilson, Secretary of the Air Force, said it well. The families of our fallen heroes, along with our wounded and disabled veterans and their families, deserve our unwavering support every single day. For the Gold Star families left behind, the hole in their heart never heals. In every passing birthday and holiday, the pain is inescapable. This Memorial Day, let us renew our commitment and the service to ensure they are not alone. Our Gold Star families are our responsibility, and caring for them is a duty. God bless you. Of course, we have our Blue Star families right behind them. We have someone serving as we speak. Thank you for, you may rise, please. Thank you. Our Blue Star families, probably some out there in the audience as well. We have on stage U.S. Army Brigadier General Bob Seacrest is with us. Thank you, sir, for coming, as always. You heard from him, but what do we have a treasure here, and he maintains it. Mr. Rodney Hurd, Fort Custer National Cemetery Director. Rodney, thank you. We have with us Miss Michelle Martin, Director of the Battle Creek VA Medical Center, servicing 22 counties and approximately 45,000 veterans. And I will tell you, we have one of the best VAs in this nation right here in Battle Creek. Thank you, Michelle. Amanda Burnett, she's with us today with the Serial City Concert Band. There you are. Pastor Jim Geisel. Well, you're working 2 jobs a day with the Serial City Concert Band, and he's praying every minute that we get through this, especially me, I know. Thank you, sir. I also had Mr. Johnny Cash, Vice Chair of the Fort Custer National Cemetery Advisory Committee, and he's also in that section. Thank you, Johnny. I don't know if Mike Harvick made it. He's the secretary. I think he had another event. But Miss Debbie Owens, treasurer of the Fort Custer National Cemetery, she's with us today. Where's Deb? Right there, Deb. Thank you. I want to thank all of our Fort Custer National Cemetery Advisory Committee that I have the distinct honor of chairing. We finally got them shirts so you can recognize them. Raise your hands out there, show them those pretty shirts that we're wearing today. Our blue shirts. I got blue. Sorry, Armin. Anyway, we'd like to do a special welcome and thank you to the representatives of the military and veteran organizations. We have a number of them. You're going to meet them when we do the wreaths, but we'd like to have them all stand. If you're a member or you're a leader of one of our veteran organizations and you're going to be doing a wreath, please stand up so we can acknowledge you for all of your support. And of course, we have some political and civic community leaders with us today. May not be as many. It's not an election year. But if they're here, would they stand so we can thank them for their support? Yeah, I know Gilbert's here. They always come every year. So thank you. And of course, a sincere and warm welcome to all of our veterans and their families. Let's give them a big round of applause. If I missed anybody, we'll make sure we get in at Veterans Day. Just joking. Ladies and gentlemen, esteemed members of our Gold Star and Blue Star community, it is with great honor that I introduce to you a remarkable gentleman who embodies the spirit of sacrifice and service, Dr. Richard Hansen. Dr. Rich Hansen is a proud husband, grandfather, and Gold Star father. He's a retired Air National Guard veteran with a distinguished 20-year military career, including 10 years of active duty and 10 years with the Air National Guard. He served at Myrtle Beach Air Force Base in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina, Davis-Monthan at Air Force Base in Tucson, Arizona, and concluded his military service with the Michigan Air National Guard in Battle Creek. He retired at the rank of Master Sergeant in 7. Following his military career, Rich transitioned to the federal civil workforce, joining the Defense Logistics Information Services in Battle Creek, Michigan. He began as a cataloger and trainer, eventually managing the training branch. Rich was later in the role of Deputy Division Director at the Centers of Medicare and Medicaid Services in Baltimore, Maryland, where he also served as an internal leadership coach, co-managed the Experienced Leaders Program, and oversaw an employee career coaching initiative. Additionally, he was assigned a facilitating organization development team degrees and holds certificates in various professions. Rich earned his PhD in Organizational Management from Capella University. Beyond his professional achievements, he has been deeply involved in his community, coaching his high school football team, leading the local Little League football program, officiating Little League football, and umpiring both Little League and high school baseball. He is also a peer mentor of the Tragedy Assistance Program for survivors. Rich is married to Emily for 42 years and is a proud father of 2 sons. His eldest, Richard Jr., has 2 sons of his own. His younger, James A., served in the Air Force and was killed on September 15, 2010, at Joint Base Iraq. In his spirit, Rich makes homemade pen and blows. He was taken on a special project to make a pin for Ghost Army. Richard's dedication to service, leadership, and community defines his remarkable life and career. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in welcoming my friend and Gold Star father, Dr. Richard Jackson.
Thank you, and welcome to all of our honored guests. I also want to express a heartfelt appreciation to Cemetery Administrator Rodney Hurd, and I guess for the 3rd time, the entire grounds crew. They really do deserve it. Each time we come here, we're met with perfectly maintained grounds and flags that ripple with dignity. Your care makes this a sacred place. We all thank you for that. I stand before you not only as a proud American, but as a proud father of Senior Airman James A. Hansen. Jimmy was born on May 24th, 1985. And yes, yesterday was his birthday. It would have been 40. And he was killed September 15th, 2010 at Joint Base Balad, Iraq. Let me tell you a little bit about Jimmy. Jimmy was a quiet kid, one of those with a sharp, dry sense of humor. He didn't speak up often, but when he did, he could get in a real zinger. He had a small group of close friends and was the kind of person who got along with everyone. In school, he was that kid, the one who turned in an assignment at 11:55 for a noon deadline. One day, when he was in middle school, he was on the phone with a girl, and we heard him over say, "Don't you inhale?" His mom, Emily, asked him what he meant, and Jimmy just shrugged and said, "She never stops talking." That was his sense of humor, dedicated and perfectly timed. When he joined the Air Force and got stationed at Eglin Air Force Base in Florida, we went to go visit him. His co-workers told us he gets all his work done right away. We looked at each other and asked, "Are we talking about the same Jimmy Hansen?" They all laughed and said yes. The Air Force brought out the best in him. One of my proudest moments was when he earned a below-the-zone promotion. He got promoted to senior airman 6 months early, something I tried for twice and never got. Jimmy nailed it on the first try. One day, while working in airfield management, a commander brought a sports car onto the flight line. After taking a spin himself, he handed Jimmy the keys, because he knew Jimmy would put it to the test. At the end of the runway were arresting cables, and they were Jimmy might not stop in time, but he did. When he got out of the car, he had the biggest smile on his face. That moment stuck with me. He found joy in the little things. Jimmy deployed in May. Another airman got sick, and Jimmy volunteered to take her place. While he was there, he ran the Air Force half marathon and put in 405 out of 500 miles needed for a special t-shirt. There's not much else to do, he said. After he was killed, his co-workers finished the final 95 miles in his honor and presented us with the shirt. I was, and still am, so proud of him. Today, we gather as a community, a nation, and as families connected by the solemn duty to remember that Memorial Day is more than a long weekend. It's a sacred time to pause, reflect, and honor those who gave everything for our freedom. Before Jimmy was killed, I served in the Air Force and the Air National Guard. I thought I understood Memorial Day, but it wasn't until September 15th, 2010, that I truly felt the weight of it. That day changed everything. As we stand beneath the flag, waving freely because of the sacrifices of so many, we're reminded of the cost of liberty. The names etched in stone, the folded flags in family homes, the empty chairs at dinner tables. These are not just symbols. They are real stories, real lives. They say a person isn't truly gone as long as their name is spoken. So today, I want to speak a few names of heroes I've come to know. Joey Prantler, Josh Throckmorton, Tony Mattioni, Joe Johnson, Justin Ellsworth, Nick Falcone, Gabriel DeRue, Nicholas Roush, and Judy Hanson. And there are so many more. And I ask you, next time you drive past the memorial sign with the hero's name, say that name out loud. Right now, say the name of your hero with me. Say it loud, say it proud. You ready? 1, 2, 3. Jimmy Hanson. Thank you. Today we honor not just those who gave their lives, but also those they left behind, especially our Gold Star families, the mothers and fathers, brothers and sisters, sons and daughters, spouses, step-parents, and grandparents. These families carry the burden of loss every single day. Among them are Gold Star dads, Gold Star sons, and Gold Star brothers, fathers, sons, brothers, grandfathers, and stepdads, men who have endured the unimaginable pain of losing a child, a brother, and a friend in service to our country. If you are a Gold Star father, son, brother, grandfather, and stepdad, would you please stand and be recognized? Guys, I know it's hard, but please stand. Thank you. To all of you, we offer more than gratitude. We offer our hearts, our respect, and our promise to never forget that your loved ones lived with honor, served with bravery, and gave all so we could live in a free nation. We carry their memory with us every day. Let us be a country worthy of their sacrifice, one that stands for freedom, for unity, for justice. So today, as we lay wreaths, salute the flag, and bow our heads, let us do so. Let's teach our children the meaning of this day. Let's honor our fallen, but with how we live. My hero, Senior James Hanson, and all our fallen heroes will never be forgotten. May God bless our Gold Star families. May He bless our fallen warriors. May He forever bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Wow. Before we begin the laying of the wreaths, I want to take a moment to acknowledge the loss of an icon here at Fort Custer National Cemetery. For the past several years, it was Floyd who, at this point in the program, read the names of the organizations presenting the wreaths. In his honor and memory, may we now pause for a moment of silence. Thank you. Joining us this year to continue the tradition, we will now proceed with the laying of the wreaths, accompanied by the ceremony hymn to the fallen by
American Gold Star Mothers, Department of Michigan, presented by President Laura DeBrew. The Purple Heart. The Blue Star Mothers of America, Chapter 195. Fort Custer National Cemetery, Memorial Day 2025. Department of Michigan, Polish Legion of American Veterans. American Legion Post 298. American Legion Auxiliary, Unit 298. American Legion, Sons of Legion, Unit 298. American Legion Riders, Post 298. American Legion, Disabled American Veterans, the DAV, Chapter 7. Combat Veterans Motorcycle Association, Chapter 35-9. Vietnam Veterans of America, Chapter. WFW and Auxiliary. The Michigan Patriot Guard Riders. The U.S. Navy, the Battle Creek Kalamazoo Navy League. The Kalamazoo Marine Corps League.
This is why I became a photographer, not a video.
American veterans, the AMVETS. American Legion Post 79 and VXW Post 406. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Come to Paul Bryan, Major English. And thank you for all the leadership today in relating your wreaths. Before we talk, please join me in all the folks here at Fort Custer National Cemetery put in tremendous treasure. Thank you, Rodney and all your staff. The refreshment from the American Legion 298 Units Auxiliary. Thank you very much. And thank you for thank you for all that. All on the our today. Thank you. Lunch Wayne. Thank you again for all you do. Continue to do our Mr. Tim Coleman, who will lead from the task force. And you guys, thank you again for participating as always. Thank you for coming. Oh, Ontario City Council, I know they do a great job. That's right. My votes are my family members.
special presentations. I know that they've been a long time with this year and years and years, and they're really never publicly recognized for what they do. So I guess the chairperson's responsibility to do it, because I'm like folks first person, and the most important is I want to present to Richard Hanson. Come on up, our keynote speaker. Well, let me read you. The Fort Custer National Cemetery Advisory Committee expresses its sincere gratitude and appreciation. Don't put that on the air. Dr. Richard Hanson, for your deeply moving remarks as keynote speaker at our Memorial Day observance at Fort Custer National Cemetery. We consider on your service in this great nation, May 2025, and all of us are hearing and saying, our flag does not fly because the wind moves it. It flies with the last breath of each soldier. Make sure it's the right one. The right one. The Kalamazoo Pipe Band, if they would come forward. We know they don't make a lot of time to Veterans Day because it's November and the pipes are still over November. But you do a great job. So the Fort Custer National Cemetery Advisory Committee expresses its sincere gratitude and appreciation for the Kalamazoo Pipe Band. We are able to tribute here on Memorial Day observance at Fort Custer National Cemetery. Your presence and performance is instrumental in honor of all heroes. May 2025. Now I'd like to present to the Fort Custer National Cemetery Honor Guard. Ron, you want to come up? Don't they do an outstanding job? Not just, they're out here 24/7 every day making sure our military veterans and heroes are ready to military honor. The Fort Custer National Cemetery Advisory Committee expresses its sincere gratitude and appreciation for the Fort Custer National Cemetery Honor Guard. The honor and deep appreciation for the immeasurable contribution in rendering military honors for our fallen heroes and our proud state actually honoring their memory Memorial Day and Veterans Day service at Fort Custer National Cemetery in May 2025. This is for all of you. I know this is a problem, probably, we're going to probably have to do another thing, I don't know if we can make it up here, but Bill Ross, who's a member of our for almost 2 decades of invaluable contributions as a representative of the military art and the volunteer member of the Fort Custer Advisory Committee. Presenting you this May 2025. Raise your hand. I know he's over there, buddy. There he is. Can you take everybody see your hand waving? Bill, I'll make sure you get this afterwards. God bless you and thank you for your service. All right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we could not even allow the favorite musical selection played every Memorial Day and Veterans Day. The honor persons have played for our home. Or you're a family member.
and some who served in that service. Today we stand for all our fallen heroes, all our comrades, and all of our Gold Star families. Today we stand for them. So stand and raise your hand when you hear the service song, great serve, your family member. Take it away, Stereo City, Concert Band. The United States Army. The United States Coast Guard. There you go. The United States Marine Corps. Pepper 5. The United States Air Force. Any States Force ready to join us. That's all right. Oh, yeah. Okay. The United States Navy.
United States Armed Forces, ladies and gentlemen, and your Stereo City Concert Band. Okay, here we go. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we now rendering of military honors. A rifle salute by the Fort Custer National Cemetery, Monday honor guard, echoes absolutely when it's two crawlers. That's one life for giving meditation. Please give lives of love silence. Honor guard detail, rendering military honors, your nation's fallen heroes.
All right, guys, 10, forward, pump. Forward, pump. Left, right. Ready, aim, 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 reset, pump. Forward up, pump.
Dismiss us today, O God.
Right, right.
May I go from here with thankful hearts for all you have done for us, thankful for all those who have served, who we honor on this Memorial Day. May the God of peace, the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit, hold you all, in front of you, beside you, in front of you, inside of you, now and forevermore.
Order, pump.
Please stand for the retiring color of the 110th Wing and the Camp Flight Parade. Color guard, retire the colors. Colors, ready, forward, march.
Reset.
mention and Augusta VF 7956 in Augusta, Illinois. It's a welfare facility. Thank you.
No, I mean like you're off. You're not exerting now. You as well.